Hello, and welcome to an 8-part series where I go over racing topics, first going over the physics behind them, and then next going over how to use that and how to practice with that, using that knowledge to get faster lap times and be more consistent. Today we're going to be looking at Magione, and specifically this turn right here. When you take this turn, do you want to be on the inside, staying on the inside all the way around? Do you want to stay on the outside all the way around? Do you want to stay on the inside and then go to the outside and then come back in onto the inside? Or do you want to stay on the outside, turn in, hit the inside, and go back onto the outside of the track? This is the main principle about racing lines. You want to stay on the outside of the track, then hit the inside, then hit the outside. But why? The less you turn, the faster you can go. It's stated by physics in the equation A equals V squared over R. The tighter the radius, the slower you can go. But the wider the radius, or the less you turn, the faster you can go. The radius on this turn right here is so much farther out than on any other line that was offered, which means you can take it faster than any other line. Now there's a very specific term about what happens right here, where you hit the inside of the corner. That's called the apex. The question that bugs people is, where do you put the apex? There's something called a middle apex, where you take the apex on the middle of the corner. There's also something called a late apex, where it's later than the middle, and an early apex, which is earlier than the middle. Now I just gave you 3 more options. Which one do you take? I can tell you almost every single time you want to choose the late apex. And here's why. You're accelerating down this straight. All of a sudden, you hit your braking point. And then you turn in, you hit that middle apex right there. And then you coast a little bit as you keep turning, and then there is where you're able to get back on the gas because your car has been straightened out enough. Okay? Right there is where you can get on the gas. However, let's say you take a late apex. Your initial turn-in is sharper, right, than a middle apex. So you have to hit the brakes earlier and then come up here, take a sharp turn. There's your sharp turn. And then you coast through. And bam, look at where you're pointed. You're pointed in this direction. You're already pointed down the straight. So you can get on the gas already, right there. The quicker you get pointed straight, the earlier you can get on the gas. And instead of getting on the gas right here, now you're getting on the gas right here. But in return, instead of getting on the brakes right here, you get on the brakes right here. Well, why is that faster? Here's the question. Would you rather be faster in this short amount of time right here, Or would you rather be faster in this long amount of time? I can tell you right now, dive bombing into corners right here, that's rarely ever going to get you a pass. However, on this long straight right here, there's so much room for overtaking. And if you're going faster than somebody, even like 5 or 6 miles an hour will be able to get you all the way through. There's one final racing line that is fast and it's noteworthy, but you don't really see it that often. It's called a double apex. Let's look at this turn right here. A double apex occurs when you turn in, you hit the apex right here, come out, turn more, and then hit the apex again to come and exit the corner. This is used on very long turns, most of the time 180-degree turns. This works because you brake this entire distance right here. You coast this distance right here. This is the point of the greatest steering angle right here. And then you can get on the gas over here. You slow down enough so that you can point your car towards the exit so that you can get a good exit and actually be able to accelerate faster. Now, like I said, a double apex is very rare, and most of the time it's used on long 180-degree turns. But you will see it, so it's worth noting. Thanks so much for watching. The next video will be talking about how to implement what you've learned from this video and how to get better at learning racing lines and hitting racing lines.